idea, but it grew. I keep planting seeds and waiting for the harvest, but I've only been here 4 years. But thank you, Ward 9, first of all, because I'm a happy man. Happy with the goals that I've achieved, that have been achieved in this watershed moments in London. Watershed, which is a victory for the taxpayers. Less than 1% over 4 years, tax increased at each of those, and no services cut. Job creation over the 4 years increased 8% to stay in London to work, not having to go to Toronto. High tech grew from my high tech days, London High Technology Association days, Advanced London Tech Alliance and LEDC, and now digital growth in London is now big time. London Film Association is now producing 4 films, and as I speak, in London. At Your Service was a push that we made, and that's also an inclusiveness in many things that we do in the city for languages and nationalities and sports. Mayor Joe published his 30-page legacy thing last week, which you might take a look at, which is very helpful. So, many of the things I want to mention now that happened on the committees that I was on that haven't been notified or published. So here's a couple of them. From the museum board, we have now Paul Peel is being shown over there, and he even had a show there last Sunday, and the group of 7 are now being displayed. Museum 2 in Dundas Street has now been begun. Art training is now happening at the Art Gallery, and financial transactions are now vetted by the board, which is first 2. London Middlesex Housing Corporation was on. We also complete reorganization of the management staff, $500,000 saved at the first 2 years, and 50 affordable units were put online in that time. No new cost to the taxpayer. IEPC, Economic Prosperity Committee that I was on, we improved tourism attractions in London, skating, golf, soccer, baseball, downtown, and fan shop. Music London and great bands will now be on the internet. Performing Arts Center almost got there, but my prediction is that the Middlesex County will be having benefits from that Performing Arts Center in London. Committee, Environmental Committee, Plan and Environment, that was long hours. And John. So, one thing we did, $1 billion in development charges, 1 year alone we did, unheard of. And so $3.2 billion approximately over the 4 years, we have a record that's going to be tough to beat. Roads extended, and we extended roads, widened, and paved roads, and new subdivision service. The site plan, in planning, we now have used new architects, so now you won't find any industrial buildings with crown molding. Great. You can also design there's no more row housing ever allowed in London anymore. We have nice condominiums, and we've got some good railings and some window stuff we got going. Wonderland, thanks for fixing up the Wonderland shell, but Sulphur Springs you didn't turn on yet this year, but that'll be later. Pavilion also, John, I didn't mention this, pavilion on Wonderland and Riverside that needs some stone work to finish up the pavilion on that one. Finally, no smoking areas, we talked about that, but the minister didn't change the additives to the cigarette yet, because I think you still haven't got that message. And also I was on the SWOTA group, which is the Southwestern Ontario Transportation Alliance. We had rail transportation. We're looking at CNCP via Metrolinx and Amtrak, which is now not just high speed. We're looking at regular speed to happen, and maybe we'll have some night train from Toronto to Chicago in my next month. On the school board committee I was on as well, we lost a whole bunch of people and students and losing money, and the suggestion was that they should start having some religious training in gambling instead of stopping and running out and going to private schools, which hasn't been picked up yet. So the silos in London have been broken down. I'm happy with that. The city staff didn't run the city, but the division of 8 councillors did, which is unheard of. Did not see London Hydro sold for cash, but I would like to see a minority of shares be invested for the possibility for the taxpayer. So I encourage councillors, the new councillors, and to become a politician, whether it be men or women, because I just look back now, I mean, I ran 7 companies and put my hat in the ring to get elected, and lo and behold, I got elected. I didn't even have a BlackBerry. Now I got 3 of them. And I sat here the first night, and I looked to my left, I looked to my right, Paul, I took the left up, Paul, I said, he gave me 50 pounds of paper, what's the color? And I said, holy cow, this is going to be interesting. It took 2 years to find out where the washroom was legally. So, anyway, so I've been planting seeds all year, all 4 years. Joe's been hitting me on the head saying, shut up, you don't want your ideas. Well, that's what I do. And my vision is trying to plant these seeds and hopefully for the harvest. So anyways, I got, believe it or not, in the 4th year, got 7 votes away from being mayor of the city. Can't excited. I mean, how can you say that? So listen, if you don't have that much experience, can't speak, when you get involved here, join and find out about government. I found out about government. I'll tell you, which the LTD, whatever it's this. They gave us a stipend. They gave us a stipend for it's not that funny. They gave us a stipend for 2 years to try to get the best message to my ward, which I did. I started www.dltv.ca, and I got 30,000 hits. But the media didn't like that. They didn't like editorial boards from Dale TV. So therefore, because people think that I did that, we all got the same money, we all spent the same money, and everybody got something out of it. But I'm now going to donate my 2 cameras behind me. We also have Dale TV up there. We're taping this. You may find this on Hugo coming up very soon. But one is going to go to Robert Pater, the communications of the City of London. I want him to use it with some tours, with some fan shop people, and we'll be hopefully doing council, internet business, and having councillors be able to talk to on your board through the 1 camera. The other one I'm going to give it to Martin. He was having a sermon on the internet's open door there last week. So maybe we'll give it to the KCCNL, the Christian Council Network in London, so Bill Bethel. So that'll be going there. So it'll be broadcasting on the internet. And then finally, I'm probably going to be the happiest councillor is my legacy, because from our mayor, Sir Adam Beck, which was the mayor of London one time, and also Winninger, one of our mayors, he cycled across Canada. Winninger, whatever his name is. And Sir Adam Beck, of course, Ontario Hydro, he was good. So I'm going to be, and also we cleaned house at City Hall. Wow, isn't that amazing? So now we have the new councillors, and what I've learned, we've lost our democracy. What do you mean lost our democracy? Well, we have a party system. We group hug the party. I said, let's have a group hug around here. Well, if we're going to be politicians, city politicians, that means you don't rub, or you just don't hug a mirror. You want to hug, I want to be a statesman, which means you hug each other because it's the best for the people in the country. And that's what I'm going to go for. So I'm going up the food chain. I'm going to see if I can change the system. And I want to say thank the staff again and everyone, and thanks for the members.